Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Pierre, Brew. I'm introducing this video as well. Last couple of weeks ago I introduced Oliver Harold's one, which I'll put a link here. This week is HINGLE Makes It Happen. This video I actually found myself on YouTube and thought, oh, this is really interesting, and contacted the guys down there to ask them if I can use their video as a video of my own, and they said yes, certainly can. And we'll add a few videos in there for you as well if you want. And I said, great, thanks mate, thanks guys. They're from America, and all I have to do, which I do anyway, is give everybody a link to their YouTube channel, which I would love you to support them, and say hello, and give them a bit of a hello and say Pierre sent me. And have a look at this video. It's a really good one. It's fairly long and very interesting.
Hey guys, this is Kevin. HINGLE Makes It Happen. Today I'm in our home brewery called the Man Shack Brewing Association. We call everything around here the Man Shack. Started with the bar in the backyard because it's a little shack and surrounded by water, like a small city here in South Louisiana called the Man Shack. The brewery started a couple years ago, right before COVID. My cousin, Christine, bought us a homebrew kit, and we started making beer. Always loved beer, always tried a lot of different beers, and they've really been into it for a very, very long time. So we started brewing a couple years ago. Typical to my nature of everything else that I do, I just go overboard. I do have our brewery fully inside. Even though we are in the south and weather is good most of the year, it's also damn hot. And lots of bugs. A lot of times I'm brewing at night, after work, after a long day or what have you, so we decided to go all electric and work inside rather than dealing with the weather, the conditions outside, the bugs and the cleaning and all that kind of stuff. So the room that we had this in was originally a porch when I bought the house, which was built in 1942. And years ago when I had my second child, converted it to a bedroom and closed in the porch. And then after my children grew up and moved out the house, converted it into a brewery. All right, so we're gonna start here. This is our main work area. Had the table custom made, really wasn't that expensive. Doing these things at home aren't really expensive. It's just about shopping smart and utilizing what you can use. The shelving was here when it was my children's bedroom, including the closet. I bought the sink online, a couple $100, very, very handy. Nice, deep, big commercial sink with a pretty cool commercial faucet. The faucet works off with a extra wand, which is great for cleaning and filling up kegs, filling up pots, all that kind of stuff. The faucet's supposed to work where you turn this thing and it turns that on and off, but that has never worked. Bought the faucet on eBay, it was probably used, and tried to fix it, couldn't get it fixed. So that's that area. The table was custom made. It's a cleat table, which means that along the back, it has a metal bracket that goes end to end, screws to the wall, so there's no legs in the back. That saves you some space. It does have two legs in the front, but it gives you lots of storage space underneath to store all my extra kegs, cleaning products, things along those lines. Did a full stainless steel wrap around the back to keep it extra clean. I'm very big in organization, so a little drying rack for some of my measuring cups and things along those lines, hand soap, dish soap right up in there. Then I mount as much stuff to the walls as I can. I love doing storage vertically, getting it out of the way. Again, keeps it really, really organized. The walls are actually all just pallet board that are ripped and cut and installed, nailed straight to the wall. And again, old book storage shelf, all my miscellaneous junk. It's metal pegboard, got that off of Amazon. Timers, all those kind of good things here. As far as brewing, the two main systems I use in here are both from Blickman, and they're called the Brew Easy. This is a 5 gallon, which means that this makes a 5 gallon batch of beer. I use that most frequently because it's a smaller kettle, easy to use, and most commonly I'm making 5 gallon batches of beer. 5 gallon batch of beer is equivalent to a 6 barrel if you're used to buying kegs. Kegs come in many sizes, but 6 barrel is most common. But we use, homebrewers use what's called Corny kegs or Cornelius kegs. That's what I mostly use. So this is what's called a rim system, which basically just means it's a recirculating system. The wort cooks in here. This is your hot liquor tank, boiler, kettle, whatever you want to call it. And then the pump controls it, brings the wort through the pump where the temperature regulated inside the pump. It's got a thermocouple right there, and goes to the top, which the top is where all of your grain goes. So it's constantly circulating the wort and getting all of your sugars and your flavors out of the ingredients that you put in there, depending on whatever beer you're making. This is all automatic with a auto-controlled system, and that takes care of whatever temperature you want to set at, how high you want the electric burner set, all those kind of good things. Pretty simple system, but it does take a lot of time getting used to. Besides the 5-gallon, I do also have a 20-gallon unit that I had purchased for making half barrels beer. I don't do that very often, but I have in the past. I did use this a few weeks ago, right after Thanksgiving, when I made a 10-gallon batch of Carnival Saison to get ready for Mardi Gras, which is going to be in a couple of months. So it's a good pot. You can do a lot of grain in here. The last batch I believe I had 32 pounds of grain, so it worked really good for that. Same type system as the 5-gallon. It's a full recirculating system. The controls for this one are on an independent stand, which I just put in the corner when I'm not being used. This system is a 220 volt system, where the 5-gallon is only 110. So you do have to have special dedicated wire for that. But that's good. Besides those two, I also use this Gigawort's from Northern Brewer, and it's a pretty nice little kettle. I primarily use that when I'm doing extract kits. Cleaning is vital in homebrew. And the way I have mine set up, again, everybody does their own, I keep all my products in kegs. So this keg, this is all sanitizer. This keg is all cleaner. I'll find that the easiest, rather than making it or putting it in spray bottles or containers. I have that, and then I have my handles, which are some stupid, cheap-ass wire off of some coat hangers. So they just hang right here. One day I'll improve on that. But they're color-coded. The all black I know is cleaner, and the one with the blue I know is sanitizer. So I just know what is what. And when I'm cleaning kegs, cleaning bottles, cleaning equipment, I'm using that constantly. And I have a little rack here where I keep my small 5-pound CO2 tank hanging. So I use that to put pressure in those kegs. If I'm purging kegs or topping off kegs, whatever, I have that real handy right there. So that's my setup for the cleaning. I keep all my extra kegs down here, which I'll often have many. I probably have 15 or so kegs in total. So besides that, showed you that one already. I have a little 3-tap system in here. I did buy a commercial unit. This one is made by a toaster, I guess. I don't know. But this originally came with a single tap head, and I just added 2 more to it. You just drill holes, run your wires, your hoses, run your hoses down in there. Pretty simple setup. I have a little manifold for my CO2. This is enough to fit, it's a single keg box, but it's enough to fit 4 6-barrels or 4 corner kegs. I like that because I like to let them age in here, or I'll let them naturally carbonate under the CO2 in here, so I could store a few of them in there. This is an old freezer that I use as a fermentator, and a fermenting chamber, actually, sorry. That is, basically it's an old freezer, and it's dirty as hell, I'll admit it right now. But I use that, just store some glasses in, and then I can ferment 2 5-gallon buckets in there. Unfortunately, it's broken, so I got to replace that. But that is a fermenter. And then over here is our main fermentation area. These are made by Spike Brewing. Spike makes an incredibly good product. Very, very, very good customer service. Not cheap, but when you're buying something like this, you could have it the rest of your life. These are called conicals. Conical basically looks like a cone, so it's conical fermentation. And you put the wort in there, put your yeast in there, and give it time. Simple brewing. You could do it in a bucket, put it in a closet, rock and roll, and you're good to go. You're going to make good beer. So it's a really, really good product. This is a 5-gallon. That's a 15-gallon, CF5, CF15. And these spike fermenters are really, really nice. I did go ahead and invest in a good glycol chiller. Glycol chiller is similar to like an air conditioner type unit. It just chills the glycol, and the glycol goes through the hoses down into the fermenter to control my temperature. So like those are my temperature controls for the 2 different fermenters, so I can keep them at whatever temperature I want. So that's my basic setup. Everything else is just pretty stuff. Got my TV, and unfortunately I have a lot of collections. I have a beer stein collection I've been working on for 2 years or so. Beer glasses, all kinds of crap that I just don't need, but you know, why not? Most of those things I do buy at garage sales or Facebook, places like that. Not expensive. I don't pay full price for anything. Storage wise, in here just more buckets. That's another batch of all grain that I'll probably do maybe this weekend when it's supposed to be stupid cold. And just a bunch of accessories, manifolds and cleaners and flavors and brushes. You need all this stuff, unfortunately, and you just something I've built up over the last couple of years. So, nice little slice of heaven in here. Come in here, turn some music on. People come over. We'll sit down, have a couple of beers, taste some samples, and go from there. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the little video, my setup. It might give you some ideas for what you want. I know a lot of people come here, they really like this or like that. And that's one thing in life I'm always striving to do, is whenever I go anywhere, whenever I'm experiencing, I try to pick up a little bit of this, a little bit of that from what they're doing, and work that into my life on how I do things and how would that work for me and how can I change it to make it better for me or what have you. Again, if you want to be critical, I don't give a damn. Don't leave comments. I don't care about your opinion. I'm just sharing mine. Hopefully it works out for you. If you do like it, click like on the video, show it to some other people. If you can get any one bit of piece of information, I hope it helps you. Y'all have a great day.
So what did you think of that one? That was a really good tour. Hingle Makes It Happen is a craft kind of channel, teaching you how to brew as well as make shelving and build things. And it's just an interesting channel to have a look at. I'm a subscriber now, and it's very good to learn things from the experts, I suppose, or people who are addicted to working. So if you like this video, guys, give it a good thumbs up. Contact the guys, give them a subscribe, say hello, and let me know what you think. If you thought this video was good, let me know. So that's the next one. This is one of a heap that are coming through. I have a few more to come yet, and I'm doing one every second week. It's possible I'll start doing them once a week to try and keep up with all the incoming shed tours. But I really think that this is a great option for learning about breweries, brew sheds and the like. The same as you guys do and I do. I'm hoping that I'm sharing ideas and functions from brew sheds with you guys to achieve a better brewing experience. So guys, if you want to send me your video or do a brewery tour at your house and just send me the footage and I'll edit it, just email me here and I'm happy to do what we need to do to get your video live. Cheers guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks to my patrons for looking after this channel as usual. Thank you to my YouTube members for doing the same. If you are interested, have a look. Not much of a benefit, the only thing you get is early view without ads until I post them, and that's about all at the moment. If I reach a certain tier level on Patreon, I'll start sending out brew kits to members randomly every month. I'm not at that point yet. So good on you guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.